Hi, my name's Turner Moyse, this is InstructorLive, and we're going to do Turner's top tips for what to be careful of in the supermarket. Obviously bag ladies and stuff like that. Very important, don't come in here hungry, okay? Because if you're like me, I'm hungry, I'm going to grab anything off the shelves and I'm going to get to the till and I'm going to be like, oh, okay, oh actually I don't have a meal here, okay? So come in, normal time of the week, you've eaten, everything's okay. Then also, stay to the edges of the supermarket, okay? So if we look round, we've got all the veg, all the meat, and then we've got sort of dairy, milk and stuff like that, cheese. If you just stay in there and then go to your till, you're going to miss out any of the sort of temptation foods and anything that's been pre-prepared, so stay fresh. Also, try to prepare a list, because if you prepare, you know exactly what you've got, you don't get sort of taken off track. So, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. What I like to do is on a Sunday, something like that, I cook up a really big dish and then I can use it for the rest of the week. So maybe I'm cooking a chicken, if I'm lucky. Then I can use the leftovers for, throw that into a stew, or I can throw it in with some other sort of vegetables and stuff like that. So try to cook in bulk and then keep eating throughout the week out the same thing. Then the minute you need to change, then go into something else. Now if you can't get fresh fruit and veg, frozen's really good, there's still loads of nutrients in it, and also it's pretty handy. So even if you can get fresh fruit and veg, you could cook it, then freeze it, and that's another really good alternative if you're not going to eat it all then, because like we were saying about preparing, if you can prepare everything before, then freeze it, and then you can take it out and defrost it really quick, it's fantastic. You've got good fresh food going on there pretty much. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do sort of like a swapping idea. So you usually get one thing, and what's the other alternative that's possibly a bit more healthy? So, coffee, fantastic, incredibly needed in our society. What can we swap it for? Right, well this is quite an expensive coffee. So what we've got is we've got green tea. Really, really good, speeds up your metabolism, really fantastic antioxidants, etc. in there. If you're not a big fan of green tea, you've got green tea with lemon, which is really fantastic as well, and that just takes off the edge if you find it a bit bitter. A nice secret as well, put the tea bag in the cup, always good, but then put a bit of cold water so you don't burn the leaves, then put the hot water in, okay? So you don't get that bitter taste then. So for me, I'd be hitting the green tea with lemon. So as you can see, we're in the danger aisle now, right? So we're full of all the sweet stuff. Now no one is adverse to having something sweet because it's so addictive, you know, we absolutely love it. But there are options that you can take. So we've got some classic bad stuff going on here. Milk chocolate, very, very sugary indeed. Well, the alternative is dark chocolate. So you've got either sort of the home brand, or you've got the sort of top end of it. To be quite honest, this is cheaper than my off-camera milk chocolate. So what I'd advise is go for this. Just take it in moderation. Don't have loads of it. Just have a block. Okay, so less of this, tiny bit of this. We're on a sort of another danger aisle here, really. Refined carbohydrates. So packed full of sugar. Best way to sort of mark them out is they're probably going to be white, okay? So a simple alternative is just go from white rice to brown rice, right? But actually, to be honest, I would stick straight off that and I would just cut out the rice. And personally, what I would do instead is grab this. So I've gone round and we've got pearl barley. Now this is a really good one to add to stews and stuff like that. It really swells up, takes in a lot of the flavour. It's a bit more complex. You get quite a bit of fibre from it too. Right. Then we've got quinoa, really good for you, also a source of protein. This is just excellent. I can't rave about it highly enough. Also, got lentils. These are ready to eat. You can either nuke them in the microwave and then you've got them hot, or you can eat them straight and you can throw them with a salad. So these are really good too. So now our alternatives that we're going through is meat. So what do you usually get? Well, we've got some options here. So we've got your classic steak. Red meat is really good for you. You don't want too much of it, but it is really good for you, okay? Then we've also got traditional stewing lamb, right? So with the traditional stewing lamb, this is a fantastic thing for one of those preparation meals. Throw it in, it really needs time. So on a Sunday you're cooking something up, this is a fantastic one, and throughout the week you can have it. So I'm a big fan of this too. You could change it for shin of beef, or you could have, what else? Now I'm quite a fan of wild meats, so unfortunately they don't have any here, but your local farmers market, stuff like that, which to be honest now in London and in a lot of towns is really popular. You can get sort of venison or rabbit or something like that, or pheasant. These animals have got very low fat, they've got very natural diet, they're really good for you, and I'd go for them as well. So now we've got bread. Bread is our, what are we going to do as an alternative? To be quite honest, I've cut the whole thing out totally. I'm not a fan of it, okay, because it is really a lot of sugars, especially in white bread. But if you're going to do it, we've got some good alternatives. So if you're really still a big fan of bread, you can go for your classic Vogels, which has got a lot of seeds in there, or just a very nice granary loaf, etc. That's a good alternative. As far from the white as you can go for. Right, but I'm still not going for that. Then, bagels, definitely don't go for them. They are tasty. Right. What I would advise is you have rye bread. So this one's about 135. I think this one's about 139. Right. Loads of seeds, really good for you. And it's all made of rye instead. So I'd go for this if you've got to have it. Have it with some butter, have it with your poached egg, something like that. Perfect. Salt, really, really good for you. We do need it, but the thing is not in the proportions that we do it. My granddad, he used to have a pyramid the size of about a Toblerone block, and he'd cut his food and it would go straight into the salt and straight into his mouth on every plate. Not good at all. I don't cook with salt much. But what I do is I take alternatives. I go for chili, herbs, stuff like that instead. Okay, so I'm not going to have this. I'm going to go for, going to get some thyme, going to get some smoked paprika. So smoked paprika is fantastic. Chili, that's what you need. Oh, well, thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to have to go and pay for this, otherwise I'm going to get done for shoplifting and I won't be able to see you in our InstructorLive classes. Okay, so thank you very much. See you again.